Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to bling out your own phone case with your own design. So watch how I transform this boring phone case into a beautiful Mr. Grinch bling theme. To begin, I'm going to start filing down the phone case because I do want that glue and rhinestones to be able to bond with the phone case and make sure they have a stronger hold. So go ahead and file down your whole phone case everywhere you're gonna bling out. I don't know if you guys can see the scratches from there. I know they're a little bit hard to see, but you want to make sure that phone case is scratched up because the more scratches it has, the more dry that surface is going to be and the more better that bond with the glue and rhinestones is going to be. So go ahead and file that all down. Once I am done, I'm actually going to clean that whole dust off with a napkin with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and make sure I remove all that dust so it's ready to bling out. You want to make sure it completely dries off once you are done cleaning it before we move on to the next step. Now I'm actually going to start drawing my design, which is going to be the Grinch's face. I'm using a ruler to kind of, work as a guide, do my little lines where exactly I want the face to begin and end and how big I want it to be. So you guys see me starting to do my guide a bit right there, measuring where exactly the middle of the phone case is. And yes, this is a picture I'm basing my design on. Just the Grinch's face. I'm not doing anything crazy. Very simple. Starting off with a pencil because I do want to make sure if I do mess up, I can erase it, do it again, you know, edit the design as I go. The Grinch's face is a very simple design. It's not that hard to do. Like I said, start off with a pencil in case you do mess up. You can easily erase and redo. Now that I am done drawing the sketch, I'm gonna go ahead and go over it with a black Sharpie to do the outline of the face. This is my time to do any final changes as I am going over the outlines, being very careful, making sure everything's exactly how I want it to be. For the eyes, I actually did not use a Sharpie marker because I felt like the color was too light. So I just went in with my Posca marker. It's much more noticeable and the yellow is super bright. And then I just continued with my Sharpie to color in the actual eyes. So now that I am done going over my design, it's time for the good part, to bling out the actual phone case. So I have my rhinestones ready to go. I have some clear see-through rhinestones right there because I actually did not have yellow in that sizing that I wanted. So I'm using that. I'm using black rhinestones for the outline, and I'm going to be using green rhinestones for the rest of the phone case. Yes, I am using E6000 to bling out the whole phone case. As you can see, I applied some to the eye, and with a toothpick I actually went over it and made sure I took off the excess amount of glue. And then I went in and started blinging right away. I do like to tell you guys, work by sections to make sure your glue doesn't dry out on you and you have enough time to work on that specific area. So if you guys are interested in knowing, for the black rhinestones, that is actually a size SS3. That is what I'm using to go over the outlines of the face. And then, like I told you guys, I am using those transparent rhinestones. I did not have small yellow rhinestones to go over the eyes, so that is always something you guys should have in handy if you do like to bling a lot. Make sure you have some transparent rhinestones because that can go over anything and it's gonna look good, you know, as you guys can see right there. So this is how the first eye came out. You guys can see right there, I did start adding a few of those green rhinestones as I go. I'm going to continue and do the same exact thing to the other side. So I got both of my two eyes done. I'm going to go ahead and fill in those eyebrows too with the same size rhinestones, the SS3. I know those rhinestones are really small. I do like to use the other tip of the pickup tool, the really small one. All I do is put a tiny bit of that E6000 glue on the tip, let it dry, and it easily picks up those super tiny rhinestones. So like I said, I am working by sections. I am moving down to the nose, spreading that glue evenly, making sure it's nice and flat with that toothpick. And then blinging it out with those super small SS3 rhinestones and blinging the green areas with the AB green rhinestones. For the green ones, I actually used SS20 through SS6. Now that I am done with the main part of the face, I'm actually going to go back to the top of the phone case. And since I do want to make this case into a uniform look, I want my rhinestones to be nice and straight. I'm not doing a scattered method. I'm going to start from the top and work my way down, making sure my rhinestones are in nice straight lines. And for the majority of this, I did use SS20. As I work my way down to the face, if I do have gaps right there where the 20 doesn't fit, I'm gonna leave it empty and go back and fill it in with smaller rhinestones. I'm trying to make sure my rhinestones are as uniformed as I can make them be. Don't force any rhinestones if the main size, which is a 20 in this case, does not fit. Just leave it empty and go back and fill it in. You want it to look nice and clean. So right there, you guys see my first two lines. I went around the area where the cameras are, and now I'm gonna make my way onto the other side, continuing my rhinestones to be nice and straight all the way around. Right here, you guys can see how the phone case is coming together. Don't forget to go back and double check your work once in a while. You do want to make sure everything's nicely placed where you want it to be. Right here, I made my way down to the smile. You guys can see that I am going over that smile with the black rhinestones, and at the same time filling those rhinestones around it, making sure they continue to be nice and straight and aligned. Also remembering to fill in those gaps as I go. Now that I'm done doing the smile, the rest of the phone case all the way down is just going to be nice and straight rhinestones. Remember to do your sections, you know how fast you can work. Spread out your glue evenly, make sure there's not too much glue on one side or another, and go ahead and bling out the rest of the case. Now I'm gonna move to the area where the cameras are at. I'm gonna continue doing the same thing. Remember, I did follow this area down to make sure the rhinestones and the glue can stick on. Also, just going around, filling in those gaps, making sure they do not overlap the areas where the cameras need to see through. And then after that, I'm gonna go on and bling on the sides of the case. So if you guys did file down the sides of the phone case, if you wanted to bling it out, now is the time that you're going to bling those out too. For this phone case, I used 3 rows of the rhinestones, nice and straight all the way around. If you do run into gaps because of the button areas and those areas where you need to connect things, you can always just continue your straight lines and go back and fill in those gaps like I did right there. Same thing all the way around. I made them nice and evenly, following those lines from the main back case. As you guys can see right there, that is what I mean, continuing those lines, making sure they are nice and uniformed. Remember guys, always to double check your work. Make sure all your rhinestones are exactly where you want them to be. Make sure you follow every single step so your phone case comes out beautiful. You can always do the Grinch design that I did today or come up with your own design. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's super easy DIY. Look how cute it came out. I am for sure going to be using this case for the whole rest of the season. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.